I am going to point out the foundational doctrines of the Antichrist, that other numerous doctrines that come from our pulpit in generations past and now, where they stem from, and we accept it and pass it round as truth and gospel. Number one, surprisingly, is the immortality of the soul. You have been told that the soul is immortal, isn't it? But the scripture unambiguously says that the soul that sinneth shall die. But this doctrine of the immortality of the soul says that the soul that sinneth shall live, only that it added that it shall live in misery eternally. Number two, the doctrine of eternal hell. Where will you spend eternity? Is it in heaven or in hell? The scripture points out that there is only one eternity, and that is God. But having removed the soul from accessing God, and the soul is immortal, where now do you keep it? So the Antichrist had to invent the eternal hell, because only an eternal place can contain an immortal entity. And that's a clever move by the Antichrist. So that is how it was created, contrary to the witness of Revelation 20 verse 14, that hell shall be destroyed. So hell is not an eternal place. Simple. Number three, no mercy in hell. Having successfully created an eternal hell that will contain the immortal sinful soul, the Antichrist now goes ahead to launch attack on the person of God, on the character of God and His Christ. So he begins to show us a God whose mercy is not all penetrating, whose mercy cannot reach some places. So he presents to us a God whose mercy is for a while, in contrast to the God, the Bible we carry, the scripture we carry, says His mercy endures forever. The Antichrist begins to teach us and make us to teach others a God whose wrath is for eternity. It's unabated. Once you start, you will begin to till eternity. In contrast to the God in the Bible we carry, says His wrath is for a short while. So that's how the Antichrist messes with us, messes with our head. He presents to us a God who is weak, who, even though He so desires to save, cannot save because His mercy has expired. This person has escaped, the soul has escaped and fallen into hell, where His mercy, His hand cannot reach. That's what the Antichrist has made us to preach from generation to generation. Even now, we do his bidding, we do his work. So we become the Antichrist. That's why I said, you are Antichrist when you preach such. You are Antichrist. Let him that names the name of the Lord confirm these things, whether they are true or not.